welcome back to my channel. As you can see today, I am back with my guest. Why do you guys like doing that? Even when I had my sister here, she was doing all sort of funny things. Why do you guys do that?
I think it's cool.
It's
for the cool kids, so you wouldn't understand, but it's fine, babe.
There's literally no cool kid who does that.
Okay.
None of them do that. Anyway, guys, today we decided to do a video that a lot of people have been asking us questions on, or something that people have been asking us questions about. So as you know, if you've been watching this channel, me and this guy, we live together. So one of the main questions that we usually get is, how do we handle our finances as a couple who is not married but is living together?
Yes.
Fat and set situation,
Yeah.
as the society labels it. So we decided we're gonna do a sit down and actually tell you guys how we actually decided to deal with our finances from the moment we moved in. But I don't think it's right for me to say from the moment we moved in together, because it seems like we've been living together from race till.
I know. Okay,
Is it
yeah.
a lie? Is that a lie?
No, it's not a lie.
Exactly. So I brought him here so he can help me answer some of these questions that you guys had. I must say, these are not just questions that I've been getting from people that I do not know, but it's also questions that I've been asked by people I work with, by my friends or whatever, because people are actually interested as to how we deal with this.
Yeah.
So babe, I'm just gonna read these questions and then you're gonna help me answer them.
Yes.
Okay, so the first question was, did you guys have a discussion about who handles the money?
I don't think we had a discussion.
Yeah.
I think it's just something that happened by default.
What do you mean?
Because we have a chartered accountant in our midst, unqualified, so self-proclaimed
Yeah.
CASA. So that CASA was able to set up a system so that we could have visibility around the finances and how we spend it, and most importantly have that capability to track,
Yeah.
so that we know where we're spending money, where we're wasting money,
Yeah.
so that come next month we are able to modify and improve our budgeting.
In simple English,
Yeah.
we have a budget, and he made sure that he sets up a very thorough spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Okay, a very thorough spreadsheet where we can have a look at it whenever we want and we can modify. But of course, if you do anything, you have to tell the other person what you've decided to do or why you're modifying it and all of that, because if you're gonna be a couple and you're gonna be living together, you're gonna be doing a lot of things together that will require that money.
Yeah.
And that leads to you having to trust your partner. You have to trust your partner 100%, meaning you cannot keep secrets. You cannot have, I know we're not married, but I think that just happened automatically, that we did not have any secrets in terms of money in our relationship from way back.
No, I think the issue here is there are two distinctions, right?
Yeah.
Especially in relationships. There are people that you meet when you've made it, and then there are people that you meet when you haven't made it, when you don't even have millions or hundred thousands or thousands, maybe you have hundreds.
Yeah.
So when you're building, I think it's very essential just to build with that person and be one, because ultimately when you are building, your purchasing power might be small, but when you combine it, you are able to reach other things and have a lot of impact.
Yeah, if you're doing it together.
Yeah.
So I think that's well said, babe. So yeah, from the beginning of our relationship, I'd say we never really had it's his money or it's my money. It's our money is our money, and we, from that time till now, where our scale of money has kind of increased, but it's still the same thing. It's just that now we have a thorough system to track everything. Yeah. So yeah, I think the one thing that I'm gonna say about that is, maybe you might, for some people you might have a discussion, but for us, I think it happened simultaneously, automatically. It just happened. But of course, other people you might need to have a discussion as to what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
The second question here is, how do you ensure that money is evenly distributed for both your needs?
budget.
Yes, I think that's literally you. It's important to sit down and discuss, because I think one of the main things, especially for us black people, is we still have home to take care of, or we still have this and that is gonna be outside of your scope, the scope of our relationship only. So you both need to discuss those things. You both need to know, these are the things that I have to take care of every month from my side, and these are the things that he has to take care of every month from his side, and we need to find a way to close the gap between the two of us, because for us, it's, as I said, his money is my money is his. We don't have I have my own money type of situation.
But usually my money is your money.
Yes!
Your money is your money.
Yes! but in the greater scheme of things, it's our money.
Yeah.
Don't put me out as a bad person. Anyway, it is important that you know exactly what each and every person has to cover on their own terms before you guys come together. So you need to discuss those things, and you need to say, okay, so this is how much we're gonna be spending for your home, for my home, and every other thing.
These other things, I'm like, baby, every month I need 1,000 to go to a strip club. Those kind of things. I need 1,000 to hang up with the jets. Monthly needs.
I would never agree to a strip club, so no, that is not happening. That is not happening.
No, Pelado, it's Monel.
It's Monel, babe. So yeah, it's literally just that. You just have to discuss what are the things that you both need and as individuals, and how you make those things come together as a couple. This one just says joint bank account.
No and yes. No, we don't have it. Yes, because we just use whoever bank account has money at that time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll transfer money to her account, then we just use the account. Sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes we just use our individual accounts, but if she wants my card, she takes it. Those kind of things.
I think the one thing that is coming out of this is 100% transparency. Why are you agreeing with that?
I'm nodding. Like, yes, of course.
Your nod is like, I'm not sure. That is how you're nodding.
Sure.
I think the key, guys, is really 100% transparency, 100% honesty, and 100% communication with your partner to say, this is what we are, this is how we decide to handle our business, and basically that's it. So we did not, as he's just said, we did not have a joint bank account because we don't really think it's necessary to have it, because if there's money,
the bank charges will milk us. We don't want to spend.
We don't want that. But the system that works for us is, if there's money in any of our accounts and we know exactly what the budget takes of us, we survive. Okay. The next question is there no bullying as to how each person should spend their own money?
Back to budget. If you budget, you discuss, you agree, then there's no bullying. Next question. Let's go to the sales question.
I think also on that, as I said before, there's no, it's his or her money.
Yeah.
So that just takes the whole thing away. Who spends the most? Why are you saying it's me? Why are you saying it's me?
You're always spending, you're always buying things.
What?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Like, no, I need a dress. No, I need this. I need that.
I feel like if there's any couple that's watching us right now, ladies, you will agree with me that we tend to have more needs than them. Okay? When we are drafting the budget, I have more things that I need for my own personal use than you. So,
typical example. Her phone costs 3 times my phone. Yes.
But you don't want a more expensive phone.
Why?
That's not my fault.
Because I don't see a need for it.
I saw a need for my phone.
Exactly.
So that's not my fault.
I think we've answered who spends the most.
That's not my fault. Okay, yeah, that is true. I think I am the one who kind of spends more than he does, because I feel like I have more needs than him. That's correct. The next question is, how do you handle financial disputes?
Everything goes back to one thing, the budget. Because when you're budgeting, that's where you communicate to say, these are the things that we can't compromise.
Yes.
Then these are the things where you have leeway. then there's a give and take discussion to say, okay, we can do this
Yeah.
on your side, we can't do this.
Yeah.
We can defer this to the next month or this period, we can do this, so forth. So
Yeah.
everything, guys, if you have your budget like structured in the right way,
Yeah.
it just solves a lot of problems.
True. I 100%
Yeah.
agree with that. I 100% agree with that.
Last question.
Because that really takes away the
Yeah.
fight, the infighting, and oh, you took the money and you did this and you did not agree, or you went out with your boys and it was not part of the
Yeah.
budget, and
We're
blah,
like,
blah 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 in the strip
Making
club.
it rain.
Okay, so the last question is, how do you prioritize financial commitments? Can I answer this one?
Yeah, go for it.
I think for this one, it kind of depends, because
Yeah.
we usually have our month-to-month budgets.
Yeah.
But if there's something that comes out from your home or from my home
Yeah.
that needs urgent attention, I will then come to you and be like, babe, my sister needs 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
What can we take away? How can we substitute? Is there more that's coming for us, or what? Like, I have to come back and and have a discussion with you, and vice versa. So it's not just gonna be a discussion of babe, mina decide to when's good.
Yeah.
It's gonna come, I'm gonna come back and be like, babe, this is what has occurred, or this is what has arose, or if I need money for work, for whatever reason it may be, I have to come back and I have to communicate that
Yeah.
this is the thing that is now gonna take us off of our budget,
Okay.
and this is what we need to do.
I think, but for me, I've declared interest public enemy number 1, or household enemy number 1. So when it comes to priorities, I look at the budget, then see, like, in terms of our debts, if we have any, what attracts more interest, then we tackle those debts like full on. So that
Let's just mention it.
no,
The
for
cars.
example, the cars, we
cars.
haven't paid over a year.
Yeah,
cars,
for
so-
both of our cars. So we like, okay, let me just say something, guys. I think I was very blessed to have you, babe.
Yes,
Let me just say
yes,
that.
yes.
Because this guy is
Yeah,
very
kid.
sweet.
Okay.
Not just that, well, I keep when it comes to me, but also in terms of the things that we like, getting into car dates, for
Yeah.
instance. He was very thorough in saying, baby, we need to make sure that the things that will like the most interest are the things that we need to get rid of very fast, so that we can focus on other things.
Yeah.
So that made us very much quickly get our debts out of the way.
Yeah.
Because we were like, what's the point of paying for our cars for 5 years if we can just make sure that we pay it as fast as we can and we move on to other things. So I think in terms of prioritizing, that's
Yeah.
one of the most important things.
And
that
the
we
other
do.
things, guys, buy things in cash. I don't understand why you have to take, for example, your clothes on credit, your phone on credit, furniture on credit, all those things. So those are some of the things that will eat into your money or capital. So it's better to just buy those things cash. Then obviously for cars, you can't buy those things cash.
Most
or your
of the time
houses
you
or
can't
anything.
buy them
So
cash,
yeah,
yeah.
you have to put in a good deposit. Then just feed that debt until it's gone. So
Yeah.
1 year max, it's gone. On to the next
And
thing.
to the next thing.
Yeah.
I think for today, that is where we're gonna end. Thank you so much, baby, for
Yeah.
joining me. I'm hoping it's a very short video, because I didn't wanna make it very long, because I just wanted to tackle the most important questions that I've gotten. But if you do have any more questions that you would like us to answer, we would be more than happy. And of course, I must say disclaimer. What we've just shared with you guys is how our life is set up. It is what works for us as a couple. It is what we discussed and decided on. I'm not saying it's gonna work for everybody, but it can give you an idea of how to handle the
You
situation.
can cherry pick.
Yes, you can cherry pick, because each to his own, guys. We are not the Bible. What we're sharing here is just something that
No,
we've
even the Bible.
experienced.
There's the Bible. There's the Quran. There's
Babe, yeah. So you choose your own way. So you can either take it or you don't, because everybody's different and every relationship is different,
Yeah.
and all of our finances are not the same. So just pick what works for you and work with it.
yes.
Yeah. So I think that is where we're gonna end off the video.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, or at least I hope you learned something from it, or you took something from it. Thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, please tell them, baby.
Please do so. Like, share, subscribe. Just down below.
Yes.
Right here.
Just subscribe, and also please follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram. Follow me there. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for everybody who's been watching from the beginning, who's subscribed and liked and shared and commented. I love you so much. Thank you so much. I will see you guys on the next one.
Ta-ta.
Bye.